Hello everybody, John here, and today on To The Garage, we're looking at how to restore the dials, the instrument glasses on your dashboard. This technique is going to work perfectly well for any vehicle with perspex or plastic dials or instruments, but in this occasion we're using my XK8 to demonstrate the technique. Here we go. If you're doing this to an XK8 with a 3-dial dash, get a plastic trim tool such as a Winoma, lever from the top of the transmission tunnel underneath the wood veneer, and then pull straight out. Don't lever up on it hoping you're going to undo it. Pull the top straight towards you. Just show the back. So they're real wood veneers in Jags, but on an aluminium base. They're the top clips. Go straight into the dashboard. And they're the bottom clips. You see the semicircular abrasion marks. They're just time and cleaning and people's fingers and everything else is just taking its toll on perspex. It means that it reflects light rather badly, except that bit. And all I've done is I've polished the lens with the right thing. I split it with a piece of masking tape just so that you could see the effect, because it's quite difficult to photograph. It looks actually much worse in reality, particularly when you're out in sunlight. I'm doing this in my garage to try and get the best image for you guys. The product I'm using is this one, Renovo plastic window polish. I'm not saying that this is the best one, I'm not saying it's the only one, it's not a sponsored link or anything like that. This is literally what I have and what I use. Renovo is a pretty popular high-end brand, particularly in the UK. Whether it is elsewhere in the world, I don't know. And I use their products for cleaning and recolouring hoods in the past, convertible tops. And I got hold of some of this stuff just as a bit of a tryout, really, for a car that I had with a plastic rear window, and it did an absolute treat. What's in it? I don't know. Could use other things. I'm sure if you speak to somebody who's an expert car detailer, they'll say, oh, what are you using that for? You should use this, that and the other. Fine. This works. I'm an amateur. All I need is that, 5 minutes and a cloth, and I'm not damaging anything. I know it's got nothing that's going to affect or yellow the plastic, because it's intended for use on plastic windows, which are a lot more delicate than these instruments. And look at the effect that I got in literally 5 minutes. A lot of these films, you say use a very clean cloth and only use a small amount. Well, more than any other product, that's true. It's only a small bottle. There's only a small area on the dials, and the instrument plastic is a lot softer than your paintwork. So use a very clean cloth. If there's anything on your cloth, you are just going to scuff up your instruments even worse. And that's not just me fear mongering. I've done it. So I'm going to try and do this while holding the camera and pointing at the bit. So I've done this side for about 5 minutes. I could definitely do more. You can see the marks on it, but I just wanted to see the effect. There's a bit of a worse line down the middle, because obviously there's build up of the paste where the tape's been peeled off. But literally just dab this over the plastic, and then I started off with any old which way movements to get rid of the worst, loosen up anything grime wise. But you know, to be fair, these are the instruments of my Jag. It's not dirty, it's just scuffed. So got it going on a bit like that, and obviously I'm going to carry on with this for a few minutes. I reckon this for a couple of minutes, just generally working it in. I was doing circular motions, good, bad or indifferent. And then after you've got the worst out, I would recommend going for some straight lines, and I would make those straight lines left to right. And the reason for that is, in most situations, the vertical scratches are the ones that reflect the light most. When you move your head to one side of the instruments, you can generally see the stuff on the sides, the scratches, and less on the top. Most of the scratches that were on these tended to be circular from people trying to clean it previously. The sides showed up most. So I'd say if you're going to finish off in straight lines, buffing it, and that will maybe minimise any reflections. Back in a mo. I wish I could say that's done with special effects, because I can't do special effects. How's that for transformed? Instruments on the left, just hazy. Obviously I've got this light band, I can't really get away from that. In a darkened room, none of it reflects. With bright sunlight on it, you can't see a thing, so I've settled for garage door half open so that you can see the effect. It's not perfect. I can still see a few minor marks, but I think that image helps. And now, my friends, is the finished product. To say I'm pleased with that is a bit of an understatement, because it was so easy and so transformative. So if you like hints, tips, tricks like these, you're into repairing vehicles, playing in your garage and shed, Jaguars, Volkswagens, etc., please subscribe and join us on To The Garage next time.